Isn't that my next film? Thank you, thank you. Congratulations are in order on several levels here. I mean, on the one hand, you've done it again in the sense that, like, as with Clyde Barrow or John Reed or Ben Siegel and Bugsy, you know, you've managed to give us an incredibly upbeat story about incredibly tragic matters. And you know, you haven't cheated tragedy, and you do it in such a way that the upbeat feels really, I don't know, really powerful. And that's just your 5-second review there. And you know, with respect to, you know, the other congratulations have to be that you've managed to make a film about Howard Hughes after many years. And I wanted to ask you, just to start simply, I hear that you saw him in person and that's where you conceived this. I was wondering, is that true that you saw him at a hotel and were fascinated by the sight of him in the flesh, and that's where that began? Or
no.
I have to check my facts.
Yeah, no, I can tell you a story about it, because it's like I thought I almost saw him, but you know, you make a movie every 15, 20 years, you know.
Right.
No, that story, which is that when I came to Hollywood, you know, I was lucky. The first picture I did kind of worked, and so that made me be whatever that is, you know. And I had what I considered a sensible paranoia about tabloids.
Right.
And so I was at the Beverly Hills Hotel, and there were two guys in the next suite that would, as you walk down the hall, they'd be staring out of the door, and I think after a couple of days, I think this is not good. And so I called the desk and I said who I was, and you know, I was known, and this is, by the way, 1964. You all remember 1958, right? Yeah. So I said, I want to tell you how disappointed I am that you allow the tabloids to be spying on me. Could you hold on, Mr. Beatty? I said, yeah. He comes back to the telephone. He says, Mr. Beatty, could we ask you to keep this in confidence? I said, yes. He said, those people are not with the tabloids. They are with Mr. Hughes. I said, Howard Hughes? And they said, yeah. I said, you telling me that I am in the next suite from Howard Hughes? I say, well, we don't know. I said, then what are you telling me? They say, well, he has 7 suites. I said, 7 suites? And said, yes, and please, confidentially, he also has 5 bungalows. Right away, I thought, well, 7 suites and 5 bungalows, that's good grounds for a nice French farce.
Yeah.
And so I thought, okay, well, I got to get this into a movie. Right. Well, I worked very quickly. That was 1964.
Yeah. Well, you know, it's